Google your name sometime and then buckle up, because you might be shocked, especially if you've got a vengeful ex-lover in your past, and who doesn't have at least one of those? But instead of finding your name and your phone number scrawled on a restroom wall, scorned lovers can now post naughty pictures of you on the internet. It's something that's now widely known as revenge porn, and the consequences of it are not funny. They can be crippling. For starters, you can lose your job. You can be unable to find a new one, and it could open up a floodgate of harassment from strangers and, in fact, endanger you. Your safety could really be at risk. And so far, not a whole lot can be done about this, except in the state of New Jersey. But now California's got its eye on you. It's considering legislation to make revenge porn illegal and punishable. All of this by amending the state's existing privacy laws. The violators of this law could get up to 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 in fines as well. And those would double if you do it more than once and get caught. The champion of this bill is State Senator Anthony Cannella, and he joins me live now from Sacramento. Senator, thanks so much for being with me. Of course, I think the first question I have to ask you is, people would think, of course, if you're doing mean things like that online, it should be wrong. But then on the other hand, there is a First Amendment. And whenever you go after free speech, it is chilling. How are you reconciling those two very important concepts in our life? Keep me safe, don't harass me, don't hurt me, but protect my speech.
Sure, and I think that's a fair question, but right now it's not illegal to post these pictures, and a lot of times the pictures are accompanied with cell phones, home address, work phone. So it's truly harassment, and that's the standard that we've set. We're not violating free speech. And by the way, free speech, it's not unlimited free speech. You can't go into a movie theater and yell fire. So we believe this is not a violation of free speech, and we've set the bar. It's very narrowly defined. If you post pictures that are nude pictures with personal information with the purpose of harassing or bullying, then that would be a misdemeanor. So we believe this is constitutional, and we believe it's very necessary because, as you mentioned, it's a traumatic experience, and in some cases people have committed suicide. So it's a very serious issue and one that we need to take up.
So, Senator, obviously, I think no one would disagree that this can be so, devastating to someone who's the victim of this. But in the meantime, the bill, as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, requires intent to cause serious emotional distress. How do you get inside the head, legally, of the poster to find that that intent was there?
Well, look, in this country, we're all innocent until proven guilty, right? So that's why we have courts. We have DAs that look at cases, they weigh the evidence, they see if there's a case that they can bring to trial, and then ultimately they have to prove it to a jury of their peers. So it's the same process we use in all crimes, and that would ultimately be up to the district attorney. But we believe this does meet the test, and we believe that people can be found guilty if they engage in this behavior.
Senator, what about just the sheer ownership rules? I mean, it's hard to determine who owns a photo. The person who took it, the person who's in it, perhaps it's a selfie. Doesn't that sort of play here as well?
It does. In this bill, if the person takes a picture and they post it with the intent to harass, which will have to be defined, by the courts, then they would be guilty of a misdemeanor. So there again, we've narrowly crafted this to be careful of the free speech aspect, and we believe that we're right there, and this is the perfect bill to deal with this issue.
It's fascinating, and I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. State Senator Anthony Cannella, thanks very much for your time today and for your insight.
Thank you.